Hey guys! I decided to do this video even though I look pretty bad and physically I don't feel so well. My back hurts. My back hurts really, really bad and I think it's from moving, but I'm not positive and it hurts. Like it hurts. It really hurts. Woo! And I don't look my best. So forgive me, Kamina the Koach here, coming to you from the United States. So I guess this is just my second video since I've been in the United States, and I think I've been back for a whole month and I've only done one video. That's how all-consuming life becomes back in the United States. I do not regret coming, even though I have had some landlord nightmares since I've been here and lost over $1,000, but I'm still smiling. And I'm smiling even when I'm not on video, when I'm not on camera, because life is just too short to be negative and grumpy. So here I am. So what this video is about today is so I'm smiling, but it's not really the happiest topic. So we're going to discuss what I think is going to happen with Americans, especially Americans of color, teaching overseas now that the world has seen how how poorly the United States handled the COVID-19 pandemic. So I think that it's just my opinion, and it is my opinion from observation. Um, so first of all, if you don't know, and I don't know any way you would not know, that China has been targeting Black people. So not just African Americans, but all Black people for blaming them for COVID-19. So before we say that this is not fair, it's a normal reaction. I'm not justifying it, but all over the world people do this. So after the bombing of 9/11 and bombing 9/11 bombing, we blamed all Saudis, um, called all Arabs terrorists, um, because um, because the cartel happens to be Colombian or Mexican. We have a problem with all Latinos. Um, People were attacking Asian people in the streets of the United States during the beginning stages of COVID-19. So it is a natural human reaction to attach very negative things to a group of people when only a small portion of them are responsible for the negative thing. It is very unfortunate, but it is normal to see humans do this. So, in light of how public the way that the United States has not handled the COVID-19 pandemic, I think that in the future, from here on out, if you are not already overseas, I think that you are going to face a lot of issues getting overseas. And if you can get a position someplace that's not going to take you through the ringer to get there, then it's likely not a very good position. I think that countries like China, Saudi Arabia, that already had a pretty strict health form that had to be filled out before they would allow you in there. But I think that that will get stricter. I think that you'll see requirements for the Middle East, all of the Middle East, for China, definitely to become. So China and the Middle East are predominant places where money is being made and people are living comfortably. It is possible that Southeast Asia, but even Myanmar, where I was just recently, is now they do not do visas on arrival anymore. You have to have proof that you've been tested for COVID-19. So I think that you should expect that the process to get into a country to work legally to be much more difficult. I think that you should expect it to cost a lot more money up front, and take a lot more time. So when you start to plan this process to get to move overseas, I think that you need to have quite a bit of money put away for the process, for the ticket, if you have to buy the ticket, for your health exam. Even if you're going to be reimbursed, you need to have the money up front to pay for these things. So I would expect the process to be much longer. I would expect it to be much more difficult. I even suspect, I haven't discussed it with anyone, I suspect that working online, teaching online has become more difficult for people of color, being that most of the places that you're teaching online for are Chinese students. I would suspect that people of color are really struggling getting these positions now because of the widespread panic and accusations that it is Black people that spread this to people of China. So, um, yeah, so that is my prediction, and then my recommendation is to have, like I said, quite a bit of money put away. Hopefully, you have health insurance to pay for the medical, but likely your medical is not going to pay for your medical insurance is not going to pay for a medical exam. And probably if you need to get a COVID-19 test, you're probably going to have to pay for that out of pocket. And I hear the test isn't really great either. I hear that they stick a cotton swab all the way up into your nasal passages and they have to do both of them. So that sounds fun. Um, yeah, so that's it. Um, I'm feeling physically better being back in the United States. Health wise, like I said, now physical, like muscles and stuff, like I haven't moved in a long time, so I'm physically hurting that way. But I don't, emotionally, I don't regret coming back to the United States. I don't feel alone anymore. I'm really happy to be surrounded by people that I haven't seen in a long time. I'm happy to be able to go, to talk with friends and see friends. One on one, of course, we're not doing big gatherings, but it's really nice not to feel alone. So, Kamina the Koach here. Until next time, wishing you love, light, joy, peace, and happiness. Choose faith over fear. Remember that fear stresses your system and lowers your immune system. So, sending you lots of love. We'll see you next time. Peace. I'm out.